Hi guys, I wanted to make a follow-on video from the previous one where I showed you how to connect Light Rider to an ADJ Airstream DMX bridge and then ultimately to a Chauvet Gobo Zoom USB projector, which was then broadcasting DeFi out to my Freedom Sticks. I thought I would then spend 10 minutes just seeing what you could actually do with Light Rider to create some interesting and rather cool effects using Light Rider but with the Chauvet Freedom Sticks. So I've created, in a matter of about 10 minutes, 8 individual different shows or patterns, and I just thought I'd walk through them now to show what they look like. So this is a single colour, and I'm sure you know if you ever want to go and set up a single colour on your sticks, it's not quite so easy to do with the IR remote, but with Light Rider I can choose any single colour I like. I can fade them around. Oh, now I've introduced a second colour there. Let's just move this one around so I can change them to be any colour I like. I can switch to green, fade them across to yellow, red, pop them in the centre for white, and then stick them on blue. So if you want to be able to control individual, very specific colour, you can do that. I also thought I would have a play around with some of the effects. So I know that I particularly quite like the program 18, which is the white sparkle. So I thought I would try and set that up using Light Rider. And as you can see, I think I've created a pretty reasonable version of the white sparkle for first dances. The nice thing about this is I could choose any colour I liked. It doesn't have to be white, so if you wanted a particular shade of pink sparkle, you could do that. Then I thought I'd see if we could get a little bit more interesting, so I created this is a simple pink and green and blue chase. As you can see, all of the lighting fixtures here are just chasing between those 3 colours. Next, I thought let's have a look and see if we can create the kind of pink, blue, green carousel, which is a rather more subtle version of the fairground attraction that we've seen in some of the Light Rider setups. Again, this is quite a nice subtle effect. All of these are completely customizable, so as you know, you can introduce more colors, you can change the speed and those kind of things. You can also introduce some shift so that the pattern isn't completely uniform across all the sticks, but actually shifted slightly. Then I thought I'd try and go for something that's slightly more adventurous, and this is to create a wipe out. I'm going to just pull back a little bit so you can see it. This creates various kind of colours. I think I'm using just a light blue, a pink and a dark blue to just wipe out there. Again, you know, the speed of this is fairly flexible. You can choose how you want to do this. Light Rider, you can also switch this to be using a sound active mode so that the actual rate of change can match the beat of your music. The next one is the pink and blue Light Rider. So as you can see, this is kind of strobing or sweeping from left to right using both a pink and a blue colour. And I don't know whether you can see that, but the lighting fixtures at the bottom are also part of that chase. So the element hexes I've got on the floor, the Q-Bar Pros, are all part of that left to right sweep, which creates quite a cool effect, especially if you're in a bigger room. The next one is a simple an RGB pattern wipe. As you can see, what's happening is, if you'll notice, the kind of blue and green reds are moving out in pairs from the center. Okay, and just a couple more just to show you. I thought I'd then switch that to be a blue-green kind of rain. So here I've got in each stick slightly shifted, showing a green kind of blue kind of raining style of pattern. I don't know how best to describe this, but and actually the Q-Bar Pros and the element hexes are also part of that scene. And then I then went for a kind of a rather wild and wacky kind of a rapid purple wipe in from the outside, and again you'll see that the other fixtures are all part of that same pattern. So, and then at any point, if I want, I've saved a nice static pink. So if I want to suddenly drop back to a single static pink, then I can do that as well. And as I mentioned in my first video, the actual the Gobo Zoom is also part of my setup here. So I can just switch to fixtures mode, doing this all whilst actually holding my camera as well, and I can change the speed of or rotation of the actual Gobo if I wanted to. So if I wanted to switch around, I should be able to do that. I can switch it and reverse it as well. Okay, if I think that particular gobo is a bit too bright, I can dim that one individually as well. So lots of control, lots of capability, not quite matching some of the very cool effects that we get from the master programs on the Freedom Sticks, but I think Light Rider does a pretty good job of talking to the Freedom Sticks and making them do something interesting. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any other questions, as I said, just ping me a note in any of the Facebook groups that you know that I'm part of. All right, speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.